What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. A Crystal Planet Sunday. Not Crystal Light, Crystal Planet. What's going on? It is the Music Therapy Laz. Laz the Pedal Builder. If I can learn how to point on these things. There we go. There. Hold on. I need help with that. There. Laz, soon to be the pedal builder Laz. This thing's riding down on my brow here. What's going on, everybody? We are going to talk about pedal builds, and I was wrong in my description because I forgot I also had some BYOB or build your own. Yeah, BYOPs, build your own pedal boards as well. And so today on the Mod Squad show, I'm going to be relying on a lot of you guys. You pros out there, you crazy guys, the guys who know all about your gear, right? You guys know about your gear way better than I do. I mean, I'm new to this whole guitar thing in a sense. I mean, I had a guitar back in the 80s, and I messed around on an acoustic, and I had a really crappy acoustic, by the way, and I had a like no-name, like Telecaster kind of body thing that somebody loaned to me or whatever. It's a long story, but I had the pleasure of actually having like silver face vintage twin reverb as a first amp, but I used it as a keyboard amp. So that's Laz for you. I didn't have money for a keyboard amp. I had that. I plugged my Juno 60 into that thing. I used headphones mostly in the beginning, but yeah. Anyway. First and second sip of coffee right there. That's how this morning began, because I was out doing the Hungarian folk dancing stuff. I don't know if you've ever seen that. I've got video, and if you're a friend of mine, that's from an old movie. If anyone here has not seen Death Race 2000, the original from the 70s, you must see it, because that's where all that about, like, when you hit somebody on the road, you get points, comes from that movie. It's actually Sylvester Stallone's, I think, debut real movie, post porno that he did in the 70s. Believe it or not, that was his first time on film. I did not watch it. I think there was like a little, like, quick, like, you saw him from behind on top kind of thing. It's like, no, and then he just moved on. Anyway, I had to start the show with that stuff. Whoa. Anyway, 14 people in the chat that I can see there. Let me see what the old YouTube on the phone here says. Let's see. Make sure the volume is down. And let's see. Janice, of course, totally under control in the live chat. Don't forget that like button, you all. I'm starting to think, like, Johnny Bean's right, that I have to, like, ask for all these things, because all the YouTubers, right, all the other YouTubers out there, they all ask for everything. And you got to ask for the subs, you got to ask for the likes, you got to ask for the comments, you got to ask for everything. This is such a hobby thing for me, but I've put a lot of money into it too, and I hope to make something more out of it for you all and make it more interesting. Oh, by the way, do you see those picks? Hold on. These picks over here. Picks right there, and then I can't do it right there. I need two hands. I got those picks from a client that I did some work for briefly in San Francisco on Thursday on our way into the city on Van Halen Day, on Edward Van Halen's birthday, right? And hey, Rob Blackmore, I'll say hi to everybody in a minute. But this guy, I'm wearing my Van Halen hat and my Van Halen shirt because it's Van Halen Day. And even though I wasn't working, I was going to check out his job and see if he needed, a new door or whatnot. And he really didn't. He just needed a little help getting the lock and everything working correctly. And I ended up not charging him because he gave me these mammoth Van Halen picks. I don't know if anyone else out there has some of these in the chat here, but I got four mammoth Van Halen picks. I got that gold one. I'll pull them down and show them to you in a minute. Couple black ones and a white one. That's so cool, right? So maybe I'll give away one of the black ones since I have two. One of them's actually worn down, and I think that these were given to him by, someone in the Wolf camp. He knows somebody. I'm not going to say, but I told him I won't get him in trouble or anything about any stuff like that, so I keep my word to the things like that. But one of them's worn, so it was a used one that Wolf Van Halen played with. So I've never been like into celebrityism and all the gods of music and whatever. I always treated everyone like a person because they are people to me. I met Steve Stevens at a signing once in the city in San Francisco at K&K Music, and I just talked to him. I just asked him some questions, and I told him how much I really appreciated his style, because he had a really cool style. He could rock it out and shred it up, but he can also ding, and do that kind of stuff like he does. And he's a brilliant. I think what I heard back in the '90s, when sampling, late '80s and '90s especially, sampling was a big thing. I think in the mid '90s, somewhere I heard or read, probably because I used to read all this stuff in magazines and whatnot, that he was the most sampled guitarist of all time. In other words, his sounds you could buy, or people had copies of and traded samples of his guitar sounds more than anyone, even more than Eddie Van Halen, right? So that kind of blew me away when I heard that. I'm like, really? I'm like, you would think it would be maybe like Hendrix or Van Halen or something, but no. By the way, I'm wearing my 42 Gear Street shirt and my Crystal Planet hat because Henning bastard is out there on an island and he didn't invite me. Enjoying the sun and surf of some private island in Indonesia somewhere. And he actually posted up on his website, and it's like $400 something a night, which is nothing. Like, you get a group of friends together and you pay for the airfare, and then you got, the island with its amenities for $500 a night. I mean, yeah, I might want to go there one day. Do our own thing there, right? We can do Laz, he called it, I think, Gas the Way, instead of like Castaway, the movie, but gas as in gear acquisition syndrome. Anyway, let's say hi to everyone in the chat, then we'll continue on with the fun of the show today. We're not talking about guitar builds, Ryan. I'm behind schedule. I'm sorry, I've been busy. So first in, we got Mike Olson. He says he misses me, man. I wrote right back to him and says, dude, I miss you too, man. Because I canceled the show Thursday. I had to. I couldn't. I was showing my cousin around, and it just didn't seem appropriate. And at around that time, we were eating pizza at North Beach Pizza, and I didn't want to be going live. And it was her time. I would show her the city, So I did video some of the show at the saloon down at 1232 Grant Street Saloon. And it happened to be my buddy Chris, who I call him my buddy, but I mean, we're not like personal friends, like we call each other on the phone kind of thing. But he knows me and I know him because I go to his shop. He's a co-owner of Real Guitars. So if you've ever heard of Real Guitars, it's been there for over 30 something odd years, if not more, at least under that ownership. It used to be the big time co-owner was Gary Brower or something like that. He's a guitar builder. Guys built some of the best, guitars for 80s and 90s rockers. He actually had the Gumby and Pokey guitars. So it's the Gumby, I think, bass and a Pokey bass. I don't think they're guitars. I think they're both basses, but they're, not life size, because that would be, but they were guitar size Gumby and Pokey guitar and bass. I would love to have, I have Gumby and Pokey over here. But where are they? They're, I can't, the pointing thing again. They're right under there. There's Gumby. There's Pokey. Anyway, getting it. It's so hard to do this mirrored thing. Anyway, so great shop at Chris Cobb Band, and I'm like, Chris Cobb Band, and then I see, never heard of him, and we walk up there, and then we get a good spot right in front, and have a couple Anchorstein beers, which is a San Francisco brewed beer since the 1890s or something like that, or I don't know, late 1800s, and they opened with Ice Cream Man on Van Halen Day, which I know isn't an original of theirs, but it was cool. He played a very typical bluesy, original version of Ice Cream Man, right? So I thought that was super cool. And then I went up during one of their quick little breaks, and I'm like, hey, Chris, it's me, Laz. And he's like, who? He's an old guy. He's got a hunch, and he's like, who? And I'm like, it's Laz. I bought my AC30 from you at your shop, and I've taken a bunch of people into your place and bought stuff, And he's like, oh, Laz, This guy actually helped me sell my, if you look at my homepage on my YouTube channel, there's a an antique or what they call vintage white Strat with pearloid, kind of antique pearloid or vintage pearloid pick guard. That was my deluxe plus that I bought back in the 90s, and I sold once, bought it back from the guy I sold it to. Just happened to see him put an ad up on Craigslist for it, and I bought it from him. Paid a few $100s more than I sold it to him for, but then I sold it because Chris helped me out. I had him appraise it in a sense, and he says, well, you probably get about 800, 900 bucks for that. And we'd offer you maybe about 700, 800. And I'm like, whoa, because they sell on consignment there. You know, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna give it a shot on eBay. And I wrote up this long description of the guitar and whatnot, you know, and you get put a little provenance to something, and it might have a little more value to a buyer. And one of the things I put in there was that Chris at Real Guitars, who plays only vintage Strats, he won't play anything else, said he couldn't put it down. He had it in his hands for a day, and he's like, wow, I couldn't put it down, Laz. This is a great guitar, but you know, this is what I think you get for it. And I ended up selling it for $1,200 on eBay, which helped me out on our trip to Machu Picchu when I went first time with my sweetie to visit her family in Peru. So it was very well worth selling it. And then I bought I bought that one to kind of replace it in a sense, because the first one I bought, I'll show you guys. First one I bought was that made in Mexico Strat that I got for, I think, like just $400, and it's a what they call a parallel universe or whatever. Let's leave it in the shot. Call it the parallel universe, I think, or whatever, alternate reality guitar. It's a I was looking for a Fender Fat Strat, or what they call the big Apple Strat, right? And those are humbucker Strats, and that one had two, you know, patent pending style, you know, PAFs style, patent applied for, right? PAF style humbuckers in there, but they're a little hotter. I think they're Alnico 5s, and or not 2s, or am I confusing that? Anyway, bottom line is that Sonic Blue almost looks white. It's Sonic Blue with the mint pick guard with black, you know, the witch hat, or, you know, the like off of a twin reverb or off a reverb amp knobs on it. So it's not the typical Strat knob, and I kind of like it because it's got a little taller and a little skinnier, and you can get your finger right around it to do that volume swell thing or whatever. Anyway, that was the idea. I ended up putting a Vegatrem on it, so that's why you see the little Vegatrem sticker underneath it, like Johnny put on his, and it looks cool with the color, and I just left it on there because Vegatrem rocks. I got one on this one. Hey, I got the pointing right. Got one on that one too, the Meteora. Yeah, that's right there. Anyway, yeah, man. So get this thing. Oh, equal. But yeah, what was I digress. I keep talking and I just go off on these tangents, right? But the point is that Strat, I really, really love that Strat. And Chris happened to be playing that night when I took my cousin out to sightsee San Francisco and end up at a blues club. That's what she wanted to check out, some kind of American blues, some kind of bar or something. I took her there. We had a great time. And yeah, and Chris, man, I got to go back to the shop soon. When Johnny gets back from Nashville. If I could talk. Johnny, here, this might help. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. When Johnny gets back from Nashville, then how do they say it in Nashville? Nashville, probably. When he gets back from Nashville, then we got to hit up Real Guitars and check out Chris over there and talk to him about his set. He played, man, his son, but he's definitely the old school tasty blues player. It was really great seeing him singing and playing up there, man. It's great. All right, so now I'll finally get back to saying hi to everyone in the chat. So we said hi to Mike Olson first in. Then we said hi to R2, R3, Locking Nut. He's saying hi. Then Stephen Franklin, who, did you receive it yet, dude? Let me know in the chat if you received your package of the Black Angus. I keep saying Black Angus. It's a steak place out here. The Angus Young Funko Pop. The Black Angus Funko Pop. Janice is, of course, here and has a wrench, and look out. Look out. Well, how did Dio used to say it? He's like, "Watch out, watch out." I love that guy. He passed away too. Morning, William. What's happening? William De Silva in the house. Ock ears, octopus ears. Morning, all. Hand pink waving. That's right, dude. That's what you got to have. It's the pink pointer. The punk rock pink pointer. That's what I call it because it's pink. It's punk rock pink. I actually was thinking about. I actually bought some of this like. You can buy this like kind of. I don't know if it's kind of like this mold kind of stuff. You can the mold. What's the right word? Like Play-Doh kind of thing, right? And you can form things out of it, and then it'll harden, and then I was thinking about actually sticking another finger on here out of that thing, and then painting it pink again, so it was like that. Because you can't buy those. You can only buy these or these and things like that. But I wanted that. So I'm going to see if I can find a way to create that. But it would be hard because then I have to remove this part. But if I only show it this side, it would look cool. I don't know. Maybe I'll buy another one. And if I ruin it, who cares, right? Zach Lee, what's up, dude? What's up? In Venice, California, it's only 55 degrees, but it will warm up. Yesterday, it was really nice out here. It was like 70 degrees, in the winter. It's pretty good. Jeff T, what's up, dude? I assume you got your package too back in the day when I sent it. Didn't you get one? I know Jeff K won a package, and I think Jeff T also won a package. So I hope you responded and got your package, but let me know if you didn't. There were a couple people out of the 12 Days of Rockmas who didn't get their thing because they didn't respond to me. Anyway, you gotta respond. Some guy last night, my buddy out in Colorado, my new buddy out of Colorado, right? What's his call tag? Like snow shoveling or something like that. I forget. It's some dude like that. I'm totally butchering it, but we were chatting up in the chat on one of Johnny's shows or somebody's show about, I think Johnny's show, yeah, about living in Colorado, and that I lived in Evergreen, then Cherry Hills, then Inglewood, then above Golden. I guess it was part of Golden up in the bar at Sam's Rock and Roll Bar, the oldest rock and roll bar in America is what they would say. And that was right nearby what was, called Yosemite Sam, was actually Buffalo Bill Hickok's kind of like cartoon nickname out of the Looney Tunes, right? So Buffalo Bill Hickok's grave is up there on Lookout Mountain above Golden, Colorado, and our bar was not far from there. My mom was part owner of that bar and then became the full owner of the bar, and then pretty much destroyed our financial lives. But it was fun. Then we got BC Rich in here saying, looking forward to this one since I have two of these kits. Right on, dude. You're going to have to give me some advice. And I actually watched the video recently. It happened to be Andy, Guitar Geek guy, posted a video of himself building one of these. And he had some really great advice. So look that up because there's some good tidbits in that one that you should take notes on. I'm definitely going to buy one of them extra super, Robbie glasses that he has, the glass door glasses or whatever you want to call them. I'm definitely going to buy one of those. Rob Blackmore official is in the house as well. And then Octopus Ear says, don't look at me. Context is everything. Oh, Janice. Yeah. Rock on, man. And yeah, mammoth pics right there. I got some mammoth pics. I'll show them to you in a bit when I get up. I'm not getting up yet. I'm going to read this all. I swear I'm going to read it all. William De Silva also saying, hello, good morning, R2, R3, and everyone else, I'm sure. Oh, you already said hi to everyone. All right, let me see. Who else? Han Solo saying, Han 36 Solo is saying, morning, Laz. He was born in 1936, hence Han 36 Solo. Who else we have in here? Stephen Franklin again saying thanks. He got the little Angus. Yeah. Right on, dude. Yeah, of course. I always send people a really nice personalized. I hand make a card and I write a personal message to you. I do, different art on the front mostly every time and whatever comes in my mind. And then I if you want to call it art. And then I send that out with an extra couple picks. Like I always throw in a Dava pick and maybe some Van Halen picks or something like that. So yeah, man. Ryan Hall also in saying hi to everyone. What's up, Ryan? Zach Thong, my buddy. What's up, dude? Yeah, no more GTA, dude. I heard GTA is been taken over by gangs of hooligans who have found a way to completely wreck the game for everyone else. They've found a way to break the code, and they're like wiping people's games. They're wiping people's like stuff. They're like getting rid of your accounts, and they're doing all kinds of shenanigans like that. Terrible. So yeah, man. Yeah, coffee for you too. Coffee for you. A coffee for me. Gotta drink coffee and then we go pee, cause it's a diuretic anyway. Oh man, the turkey song. Yeah, BC Rich has a message. Laz whacked somebody and they gave him pics. Nah, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about Laz Club. Anyway, I think that's everyone so far. Let's go all the way down, all the way down, all the way. I was talking so much, man. There's so many people I could have missed. Everyone's saying hi to each other and talking about things. That's great. The show last night, blah blah blah. Last night's I was kind of watching Johnny Bean's show, waking up this morning, and part of it last night on the drive home. I wasn't watching that; I was listening, but loose engines in their names. I don't know what that means, Octopus Ears, but you'll have to. Oh, Guitar Man 45. Here's somebody new. Good morning to some, and afternoon to others, and evening for the rest. All right. Who else we got? Who says, "Hey, Laz." Okay, so let's read this. All right. Should buy this Becker tribute reverb. Yeah, right. Yeah, good luck. He probably won't send it. That's probably the same guy, and he changed his name. No, there's a guy who's supposed to have send me. He was supposed to send me my Beck model guitar that he changed his mind on. Didn't even have the right neck on it, but I still was going to spend $1,000 something for it, and he didn't even have the right neck on it. And then he reneged, and then he put a different neck on it and said it's a Jeff Beck model, which it really wasn't probably, and trying to sell it for $2,400 or $2,500. And I had Reverb. Reverb pulled him. They pulled his ad. They pulled it and they warned him. So that's the most that I got out of that. In the end, he got a little slap on the wrist, but I also told Reverb, I wonder how much more of this kind of stuff's going on with you guys. Actually, if somebody reneges on a sale, I mean, if you push sale and you push buy and you send your money, that's a contract. You bought something at a price that was negotiated and agreed upon. Like if they have those, what do they call them in eBay and other things too? They have, you can accept an offer. How can they accept your offer and then renege on it? He reneged on it and said, no, I'm going to keep it for myself. Well, what's that? No, it's just this shininess on my lips. I'm like, what's that white stuff? The light's too bright. Oh, I know why. Hold on. Let me adjust this. I know I'm wearing my sweats. Is that a little better? But anyway, the bottom line is that guy, he got a slap on the wrist, and Reverb. I said, you guys are colluding, and in a sense, okay, not colluding. You guys are allowing this to happen because if someone gets a higher price, you get a higher percentage. So in a way, you're an accessory to what should be a financial crime, because you are abetting and aiding someone doing something that's unscrupulous, if not illegal. If you sell something, you have a deal, you stick to your deal, bro, or you get fined or feed or whatever happens. That's what it should happen in the world, right? We got to keep it fair. I was just smart because the day that he passed away, I'm like, damn it, I got to go buy one right now because otherwise I'm never going to find one at a reasonable price. And hence I have to buy pieces and parts, which is going to kind of be cool for the Mod Squad show, especially. I'm going to be putting together this Jeff Beck tribute guitar. So there's only a couple things I need more. And one of the unboxings, I believe, right here is something that I need for it. I still haven't ordered the nut. It's okay, what else? So we got Blackmore saying, hey, Laz, just recently bought an Epiphone Les Paul Special 2 / AFD as fun to that. I don't know what that means. And it roars like a lion. Restrung it with Ernie Ball Slinky Cobalt 1046s. Right on, dude. Yeah. There you go. There you go, man. You know, Epiphone, I was talking to Johnny Bean about this. He's so lucky. He's in Nashville, hanging out with Aljon Go right now at probably the Gibson garage or something. I know he went there for some other business, but he's also, going to be meeting with them and getting a tour. And dang, dude, but is Aljon Go not killing it with Epiphone? I think personally, in my opinion, outside of the Levi guy, AJ, right? Coming to Gibson and changing the company and refocusing, the way they're doing everything there. I think a lot of it has to do with Aljon Go, because Aljon Go, made Epiphone almost better than Gibson. In some ways, if you think about it, price for quality of what you get, you're probably getting better with Epiphone. But the difference is, of course, if you get Gibson, you're going to get the Gibson name and the rise in Gibson's, I guess, price and value of those guitars over time. Like Phil McKnight talks about this all the time. It's like, the thing is, I can get the Gibson and it'll continue rising in value, whereas the Epiphone probably not. But like, for example, I have this one Epiphone, and actually I have a really cool little, I should show you guys that thing. Let me hide this. You could oh, my name is in the way. Okay, how do I remove my name? I can't. I can remove, no, I can't. Well, all right, anyway, right where the V is resting, let me show you what it's resting on. Let me grab this. Okay. It's resting. I actually stuck that in there for you guys to see it. I know, I'm in my jammies. It's resting on this. The D'Addario guitar dock. That's right. It doesn't just rest against it, it locks it in there. It doesn't just fall out of here, right? You push it in, it's in there, it's safe. It's made of these kinds of plastics or whatever that aren't going to mess up your stuff. You can trust D'Addario with that kind of thing, right? This adjustable clamp, adjust it to any thickness, tabletop or whatever, right? And you just put it right up against whatever, like here. Let me show you guys here. The reason I don't have it here is because this is where my amp's at. Let me just do it here for a second. I've got pedals in the way. That's the problem. Oh, and then the amp's in the way. But anyway, if the amp was in the way, you just lean it. Oh, dang it. It's still in the way. All right, let me do it like this. You lean it against whatever. And then there you go. It locks in place, right? It's not going to just fall out of there. Even if someone bumps into it, it's not going to fall out, right? You really have to pull it out. Or you can just bend these things out of the way like this, right? When you pull it out, just bend them in or whatever. But yeah, just lock it in like that, and there it is. Guitar dock. So take these with you whenever you go out to a gym or you go out to a friend's house or whatever. Have one of those in your bag, because then you don't have to worry about carrying around. Ooh, I just unplugged my headphones. You don't have to worry about carrying around. Perfect. Plug that back in just in case there's someone who wants to be a guest. Does anyone want to be a guest? Let me know. Send you a link. Anyway, but yeah, man, the whole point is that small device is a lot smaller than like them fold up guitar holders that I usually take, those Fender ones. Works great, and you don't have to worry about your thing getting knocked over. So let me say hi to the rest of you guys, because a bunch more people showing up here. Yeah. Everyone's saying hi. Oh, Hobarodi says, Hobarodi, what's up? Papa Blue also in here saying hey. Hobarodi says, I'm behind in the chat, but we'll catch up quick. I was going to buy a real guitar once, but the word got out about the settlement, and all my friends suddenly had fiscal emergencies. Oh, well. Yeah, you got to help out your friends, dude. I agree. Ryan Hall, I think I said hi to you. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Papa Blue saying hi to everybody. Let's catch up. BC Rich, putty? Yeah, I got some pretty pedals. Pedal putty. Oh my God. Half Ace also in the house. Yeah. Oh, Jeff T says he did get it. Right on, man. You probably messaged me too. My memories just from the 80s, you know? We did a lot of things in the 80s that caused our memory now to fail. Okay, you visited Idaho once and it was cold. It was, yeah, in January. Yeah, man, the Midwest and the East Coast on, you know, this time of year, it's freezing. Janice will tell you. Yeah. Ockers has some friends from Idaho. Oh, okay, BC Rich. So you watched the same video. Actually, it was very helpful, right? I bought the table-mounted magnifying lens. Da-da-ding, right? And you also got to get them little helping hands things. And did you notice he had the helping hands with the little rubber tips on the alligator clips? So when you clip that, you know. There's also another more fancy StewMac pedal board holder, like that holds the circuit thing. You can, you know, orientate in different ways. But I think the way he used the helping hands was good. And then you can also get another helping hands for like $10 or whatever at Harbor Freight, and use it to hold the wire in place. So when you're soldering it, you don't have to also hold the wire. The wire's helping handed right there to the spot, and then you just, you know, but with the circuit board thing, you don't have to mess with that too much, right? Yeah, they do indeed, man. Phil McKnight years ago did a video on how you can buy all the kind of stuff you need for cheap at Harbor Freight or your local dollar store to put together your own kit build or your own guitar modding kind of tools, right? Or just keep stuff in, you know, good shape stuff. Trev, Tree. It's Symmetry Tree Trev. What's up, Trev? And who else here? Who else is here? Rockstar will fix it. GTA makes them a lot of money. Yeah, they better, right? They better fix it. Well, aren't they supposed to be coming out with GTA 6 already? I mean, why do they keep just expanding GTA 5? Maybe they're worried that people are so into GTA 5 and have so much invested in the GTA 5 that they're not going to want to do GTA 6. What if it molds them together? Like if it's combined together? I'd assume they're going to do that. All right, let me catch up with the chat. I see LNM is also here now. So how far up am I? Sean Zimmerman saying haha and hey to all. Okay. Yeah, that guy should be kicked off Reverb. Blah, 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 blah. We got Andy Dion. What's up, dude? Dio on Castillo. Oh, my God. Let's see. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Yeah. LNM is saying, hey, what's up, everybody? I think we caught up, right? Blackjack Guitar also in the house. What's up, Blackjack Guitar? You rock, dude. Sean Zimmerman here. What's up, Sean? All right, I think we are pretty much. Oh, yeah, I think we're pretty much caught up. Let me get all the way down to the bottom here. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Holy mackerel, I'm way behind. It's gonna be worse. It's gonna get worse. Sean Hockey in for the win at the end. All right, so we're not giving away anything today, I don't think. Should I? I don't know. I wasn't planning on it. Could happen. So what's up, y'all? So yeah, so today's show is supposed to be about the pedal builds. And should you buy StewMac or something else? You know, but first let's do an unboxing. Because I already unboxed it, so I'm cheating. Staggered Spurzell locking tuners for the, yes, that's right, for the Jeff Beck build. Ta-da! All right, so put that back in the box. What's in the box, Laz? And these weren't exactly cheap, but they were cheaper than like Gotos and others. So they were like what? What was it? With tax and shipping, $86.51. Where did I get this? Sport High Tech in PA. I guess that's Pennsylvania, not Patagonia. All right. Where I'd like to go someday. All right, so there goes that. All right, so let's commence with the discussion, and I'll show you guys what I got here, right? So when you get one of these StewMac pedal kits, they send it in a box like this. And the one that I got is the one with the little dot next to it, which is the Tremelo 2351. I don't know what the 51W is, but I think that probably means painted, right? They either paint it for you or you get it unpainted. And in here, this is what you get. You get a bag of these like pots and stuff, right? Switches. Separate bag of transistors, diodes, resistors, capacitors, chips, whatever. I'm assuming this is all analog because I don't see any digital like chip like things, right? So all analog. You get your little board circuit kind of thing. That's what you have to hold with your little helping hands while you solder, right? And you usually solder all these things onto here, right? Then you got this one, which is probably where you connect that to this thing to then connect to the button that you step on, and then some screws to hold the enclosure together. Because guess who has the enclosures? Amanda Peters, the most amazing young painting artist in Los Angeles today, who's painting guitar bodies while working as a mild-mannered accountant in her otherwise free time. So this one is the Tremelo, which is going to be the Maximus Tremelo pedal. So it's going to have a painting of Maximus on there. And I trust her to do the enclosure coloring the way that I think would be fitting of a tremolo. I don't know. What colors are tremolos? Do you guys know? Do tremolos come in colors? I can tell you that the one that I have, I just saw it the other day. Oh, here it is. It's the BBE Tremor. And this is a pretty killer tremolo, optical tremolo. This one has some dust on it with some cool big knobs. And it's got speed 1 and speed 2 and on off. So you step on this to go from either this speed here or this speed here, right? And then you have, those two speed controls, 1 and 2. And then you have depth. So you can't control the depth on each one separately. I don't think. I got to try that. Maybe I can't. But anyway, you got the on off, and then you can switch from one to the other. Anyway, great tremolo. Sounds and feels great. But, really my favorite tremolo is this one. Yes, I've got one. The Jam Pedals Harmonious Monk Harmonic Tremolo. And it's very cool because it's got the modulation here for the harmonics, right? Really, really cool. So level, depth, and whatever. Can't see. S for holy shit, sounds great. Speed, obviously. And then H, I guess there's one that's a harsher and one that's not so harsh. No, I think one's kind of more bitey and more high transients coming through versus the other that's less. So anyway, I'm making up stuff, just so you know. Don't count on any of that being true. All right. So the tremolo, that's going to be the Maximus tremolo, right? So she's going to paint little Maximus on there. Then we've got the other StewMac pedal. Yeah, where's that? Oh, okay, yeah. Right there in the middle, that one's for our still with us bird. That's right. That's the tap delay. It's actually a DP. What is the DP? OP or DP? Optical. It must be OP for optical or Ocean Pacific. Like back in the day, I used to wear OP shorts, corduroy shorts. Can you believe that? Yeah, I think it's optical delay. And that one too is 2353. I think W stands for white enclosure. So you got to spray it yourself, man. Comes primered white, but she wanted it rare and raw and whatever. And so that's how she's getting it. So she's already got that enclosure as well. So that one's going to be the Limón delay, which typically delay. What color is delay usually? I don't know. What color are my delays? So my offset from LPD is a freaking, I guess I would call this Tic Tac orange or Tang orange. You guys remember Tang, right? Yeah, where else did I have some delays? The Dispatch Master delay that I have, which is that's got light blue over white. What are the I've got this crazy delay over there. That's black and blue. The TC Electronic what do they call that thing? Let's see. It's the Alter Ego. The Alter Ego pedal, which is kind of like a tape delay, but it's digital, but it's got a lot of like vintage tape delay stuff in it. Very, very cool. And yeah, anyway, so I don't know. Is there a particular color for delays? Anyone have an answer? Trim the room. The Broderie is a harmonic trim emulation. Oh, very cool. Back in the day, they had a cheap Walmart brand. Blah blah blah. We're talking Walmart's OP clothes. Yeah, OP clothes, right? I had those shorts. That'd be cool to still have those white corduroy OP shorts. Holy crap! Late 70s, early 80s, man. 1980, I had those. Yeah, the harmonics is the bee's knees indeed. Yeah, but this is going to be a special board that's going to be all the bird board, because the bird is the word. Anyway, so we've got the Limón delay. That's also going to be built, right? And that's got, let's see what parts are in here. She's got the enclosures, but by the way, there's no instructions in here. You have to go to the website and figure it out. But I highly, highly, highly recommend that you not only go to the website, you watch other videos of people building these things, because they will give you tips. Whoa, this one's got a lot of parts. Look at that. It's going to be a lot of soldering. I'm going to have to wear a gas mask when I'm doing that one. And look how tiny the board is. God, it's kind of scary, but I'm going to have to learn precision soldering, right? And here's all the knobs and stuff. The knobs they sent are cool. They're those. Should I take it out? I don't want to take it out until I'm ready to build. Those are cool. It's like what you see on an EVH or something like that, Cool. But like I said, I'm really holding out for some chicken head knobs in the end. But I ended up buying some fluted ones from another build company. So here's the circuit board or breadboard. Is that what they call it? The breadboard. So we'll figure all this stuff out, right? So this is all going to be done upstairs in the mod squad. The mod squad? The mod squad room. I need another sip of coffee. That's what it is. Hey, Mitch Heyman, dude, what's up? Have you ever built a pedal, Mitch? I know you're a very handy guy. As a matter of fact, I've got your card holder right behind little Eddie over there. Should I show everybody? Dudes, get one of these from Mitch, man. If you don't own one of these card holders, check that out. I got my special cards there. Compositions for special occasions. That was back in 2012 I had these made, because I thought I would be like writing music for people for their weddings or whatever. I would play stuff for people, man. LazloJLengel@gmail.com. So, it's got my phone number on there. Oops. I'm gonna have to go back and cut this part out of the video. But anyway, yeah, that's on there, and that is my number. So I'm gonna have to discontinue that number. I'm kidding. I trust you all. I don't know why, but yeah, I thought that was a cool picture, right? The beach. Yeah. So he makes these, and I actually happened to win, or did I? Yeah, I won it. and I got to choose, and I chose the one like my Strat that I had at that time. That's all I had, that Strat, which is a humbucker Strat. So yeah, this also has this on here. I have one or two of these cards remaining. This was originally what I was going to call my. I was going to try to make a company out of this, but it wasn't getting enough traction. Sound trap designs, artful acoustic treatments for any room. Sounds as good as it looks. Right, and the whole point, like that picture right there, is actually one of my sound trap wall designs that the client picked out that fabric. There had to be a hole in it because there's a window between this one little hallway kind of room that they set up as a little playroom for the kids while she's in the kitchen, and then you can see each other through the little kitchen hole there. But opposite of that wall, about 6 feet away, is a sliding glass door, and the walls and everything was just reverberating in there like crazy. And so I ended up creating this this little, wall mounted velcroed onto the wall, fabric covered acoustic treatment that solved the problem. Anyway, so that's how I came up with the idea to make those things, like right there. Can't do it. That we're gonna hang that on the wall too. That's my Kiss sound trap design, or now I call them Roxy's guitar hangers, because STDs for musicians doesn't really go very well. Sound trap designs. I thought it was funny originally, the idea of STDs musicians want. My humor probably not good for marketing. Anyway, but yeah, back to the chat here. Someone needs to call Laz now. Yeah, right, Octopus Ears. You have my number. You can call me, but I'd have to turn the volume on. Anyway, yeah, I did invite if anyone wants to join the show just for the heck of it, but you got to be set up. You got to have your stuff, set up and ready to roll like a pro. Just kidding. I used to do it from my phone. I still do sometimes, right? Hey, Mr. Mick is in the house too. What's up? Lars Guitars also here. Lars, what's up, man? Everyone's saying hey to each other. So we got 31 people in the chat. So this was the first one that arrived from Stu Mac. And this comes in a much more fancy box. Look at that thing. The Sun Fuzz, upgraded fuzzy-faced classic, rare pedal kit. So this is going to be, I wanted to get a flanger. I've been begging. Lawrence Petros, please, I'm calling your name. Lawrence Petros. You're supposed to pop up like Beetlejuice. Hey, what's up, L&M Guitar Corner? Is it Lucas or is it Martin? You got to go to bed, bro. All right, go to bed. It's cool. You probably told me up there in the chat somewhere, but, anyway. So Lars is saying hi to everybody. That leaves me out, says Sean, of something I'm not sure what. But Janice is not prepared, whatever she's trying to prepare for. I think you do fine, whatever you're doing, Janice. You're doing it right, I think. I mean, she's already got 800 subs. Holy mackerel. Have you guys just going to be over 1,000 in no time? I'm doing this YouTube thing all wrong. I'm not doing it right because I'm still like languishing at 500 something subs or whatever, right? How many subs do I got? Let me see. 578. Help me out, people. Get me some subs. I need to put up music, right? It's music therapy, Laz, and I'm not even doing music. I mean, yeah, Hugh Caldwell, right? Right. You can't wait to see your slime green for the. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna probably do that probably in this next week. I'm gonna have time to finish the Les Paul that I'm cleaning up and setting up, the red Fernandez that I'm working on, and then I've got to just put strings on and just set up properly the D'Angelico, and then same thing with what else do I have? Oh no, that's gonna take longer. The Gretsch, I have to do the bone nut. I'm gonna file it myself, and then yeah, the green meanie up there. I've got the you can see the pinstriping already sitting on there, waiting to be done. But I had to come up with a way to cut the pinstriping to the proper sizes because it doesn't come in the proper sizes. So I think I have a way. Let me show you real quick, and then we'll move on to this because that's an interesting thing. This is what I come up with. Hold on. I think I can reach this, and I'm going to have to take these off. Please don't bother. End up pulling those off my head. So my sweetie had this somewhere that she uses for her projects as a school teacher. Right, it's one of them like rubbery plastic boards for like cutting, and it's gridded and everything. So, but the question is, how do I cut the pinstriping down to 1/2 inch if it's not available in half or not available in 3/4? I might just order 1/2 inch to make it easier on me, but there's so much of that in one roll that, it's kind of a shame. So what I thought I'd do is maybe use, what do they call that for baking? They use that paper, parchment paper, right? And lay it onto this and then cut it on this flat with a metal flat edge, right? With a razor, and then it'll be perfect. And then when I need to cut the little ones for those little parts that are really skinny down by the bridge on the 5150, I can cut it on here. I have to come up with a way where I can have the proper sized, pinstriping. If you're not going to paint it, painting it's different because you just mask it off and shoot it, and boom, you're done. You just got to mask it off the right way, right? But there too, you'd have to have the right. Either you mask around where you're painting for the stripe, so a border around the stripe area, or you make the tape under the tape the part that's the stripe. But since I'm striping it with this vinyl, kind of like this is used for like gym floors and stuff like that, so it ought to stick on there really good. Hey, James G, what's up? It ought to stick on there very good. So I'm thinking if I stick it onto the parchment paper, it's not going to remove its stickiness, I hope. And then cut it and then stick it on there. So we'll see how this works. If this all fails, the pinstriping idea, then I might just bite the bullet and pay Amanda to properly do this. If I did it myself, I guess I could, but I wouldn't want to jack it up. I might be able to do a good job, but anyway. So Robbie's in the house. So Robbie also gave me some really good advice on the Jeff Beck build. He says, don't do the micro tilt thing on the neck, because the neck I got doesn't have the micro tilt little, I guess, dime size kind of metal piece in the neck. I can grab the neck for you guys. I want to see that if you haven't been lately in the show. This isn't the proper Jeff Beck neck in that it doesn't have the truss rod adjustment at the headstock. It has the truss rod adjustment here. Right? So this is an all parts licensed by Fender, made in Japan. I just might trust my Japanese friends. Very nice looking chunk of, oh, it's too bright, right? Very nice chunk of maple. I think it's Canadian maple too. My favorite flavor of syrup. But it's cut for a proper nut, not the LSR roller nut. And I was just on the fence on whether I should do the old school Wilkinson one, so it's really more like a Beck. But since the neck is not really going to be a Jeff Beck neck because it doesn't have the truss rod adjustment from here, I figure, okay, who cares? I'll just put an LSR roller nut. And if ever in the future I really want to go full Beck, don't go full Beck. If I ever want to go full Beck, then maybe I'll buy a Jeff Beck neck. But even the ones that they have, the Signature Series ones, the Artist Series, they don't have the old school Wilkinson nut like he has. They have the LSR roller nut, which I believe is better. It's probably better. Maybe because he's got techs and guys to work on his stuff all the time. He doesn't have to worry about it. But I don't think on stage, he probably has his techs doing stuff because he needs it on stage. But I'm sure he likes to have his stuff set up how he wants it, and he'll tweak it and stuff himself, right? That's how he was, because he's no longer with us, and I'm still talking about him in the present tense, and I'm can't get over it, man. I've been in the Jeff Beck coma for weeks since this happened, right? Anyway. So Ebony, something about Ebony. Now I'm going to do the LSR roller nut, and let me tell you why. And this is something I've learned while studying this. And Lucas, hey, he's saying hey to Lucas. Stephen Franklin, I think I said hi to you guys. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Robbie Stingle. So tell me, Robbie, if I'm right about this. What's cool about an LSR roller nut is that you can put any string size on it and not have to worry about filing the nut, right? You can put a 56 on the end, which I heard from in some video. They said that Jeff Beck, I forget the exact line of size of strings, but he goes from 9 to 56. That's what he plays, 9 to 56. And maybe that's why he gets that almost bass kind of like drop D-ish sounding, like, you know, grunge or sludge or whatever kind of doink when he does that with his bass, you know, low E, he's like bonk. That's why he's got that low guttural kind of sound in that, because he's not a chord player so much, and most of the chords he creates are up on 3 or 4 notes up high. Mostly he doesn't play a full-on bar chord or a full-on, you know, never. So he uses that low, he goes boing dong, makes noises with it. So I think that's a 56. That's almost like a bass string, man. So, you know, so having a roller nut makes sense because it makes him, he can switch up his string gauge size if he wants without having to worry about the nut at all. You don't even have to think about it. You just, you know, and once you got one of those on your guitar, I mean, it improves your tuning to stability dramatically. And with locking nuts like the Spurzels that I got, you know, I wanted to get as much accurate to Beck as possible. So that's why I got Spurzel over the over the Fender locking nuts that you get on the Fender signature one. I'm going, you know, because I've heard him even say that the ones that they make that are his signature are shit. Yeah, oh, bubble wrap, I know. Don't we just love to squeeze that stuff? I know. Yeah. Robbie, dude, Robbie, if you guys didn't see this on Johnny's show last night, Robbie has like boxes of stuff that are pieces and parts of things that, you know, he collected over the years. And he gave away a Floyd, a 1980s 84. Was that correct, Robbie? A 1984 Floyd you gave away? Man, people are probably selling those things. Yeah, Lucas, I of course, Lucas. Yeah, people are selling those things probably for way more than $300-400, right? I would guess, because it's vintage, man. So Robbie is like, I thought I was generous. this guy, no wonder your channel is gonna go ballistic because number one, you can actually sing and play guitar at the same time. Not gonna say how good it is. No, I'm just kidding, dude. Way better than me. But bottom line is that I can't sing and play at the same time. I don't even want to try to sing. I mean, I should. Sometimes I can do like that Billy Idol level, but you know, for rock and roll, you got to have a high voice. I have a bad voice. I can maybe do some low backup singing. I don't know, and I'm not even deep either. So I have the wrong. I have zero like pitch range. So, but whatever, I can do like, you know, here in my car, I can do that kind of. that's the best I could probably do. That kind of level. But yeah, dude, Robbie's killing it on his channel. Just check him out. Yeah. Oh, look, Mike Olson. Dude, see, there you go. Bring some business to Robbie. Maybe I should think about that. Dude, should I buy a Beretta special and have it sent to you? And then you deck it out, bro. You do the sharpen my axe Robbie style. You're gonna be like hang a gong off the end of it or something. I don't know, but you know, just kill it. Kill it. Yeah, Dire Straits, right, man? He didn't have a high voice, Knopfler. Twisted by the pool, you know. I mean, you can get away with not being a great singer and still make it. Yeah. Yeah, but man, yeah, for sure. Like Mike is saying that if Robbie built you a guitar, it would keep forever. Yeah, he would keep it forever. I would keep it forever too, man. Dude, I'm thinking about doing this now. All right, we're gonna talk. We gotta talk. Yeah, I would be surprised at what. Oh, how easy it is to sing and play. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I should get out and try more. Right? Yeah. Hang a bong on the Beretta. Well, R2, you and I, we could talk about that after hours. No, I'm done with the bong. I'm done with that stuff. I have my occasional bourbon and a beer or wine. Very rarely partake in the Herbis Maximus these days. Um, it just makes me sleepy, and I want to eat a bunch of snack food, and then I'm gonna get fatter and then go to sleep. I mean, it's not as fun. Like when I was young, we did that and we went out and partied. You know, and go out and hang out and have fun and stuff. But no, I'm a homebody now. Yeah, see, Robbie's saying it's all about the parts, man. Finding the parts. So, yeah, yeah, man. Yeah. Oh God, Andy Dion. No. In the plan to hold high places, must do it from the start, or something like that, right? I don't know. I forget the words. Oh, your daughter's amazing. See, there you go. Yeah, my daughter Hannah can sing. For her high school Christmas pageant last year of high school, a couple years back, she sang Alleluia. You know, the Leonard Cohen, Edward Cohen, Leonard Cohen one, but that version with the guitar, you know, and she killed it. And she's not one to sing out in public much. She used to sing a lot, and she actually, when she was 7 years old, she took ninth place in the Hungarian National Folk Singing Contest. Ninth place at 7 years old. So she had talent, and it is in the family. It runs in the family. My mom's cousins actually have a group, and Maggie and Sylvia, and they sing together, and they're amazing. But yeah, she the whole audience had the phones with the lights on, you know, like this. Oh, she killed it. It was amazing. I wish I could sing like that. Dang. Uh, anyway, you can sing or play, but if I do both, I drip sweat. Right, soggy socks. It's a remarkable phenomenon. Yeah, that's the thing, man. I think you gotta just do it enough to where it's just becomes second nature, like the drunken master kung fu dude. You know, you got to be so good that even if you're wasted, you can be at your top of your game without thinking about it. And that's kind of like Eddie Van Halen was like that, right? That guy could probably drink a fifth of Jack and go out there and probably did it many times, right? Anyway, oh, you cannot sing without playing. Well, that's interesting. Do you not sing in the shower? I'm really good in the shower, man. I'm great in the shower. Anyway, all right. So, all right. Well, let's continue on. Yeah, you did sing for the first time. That's right, Martin. So we got Lucas and Martin separately in here, but I think maybe Lucas went to bed. Yeah. First time. And what was that Beatles song that you sang? 8 days a week or something? Or I don't remember. I don't remember. But yeah. That was back when I was talking about practicing 15 minutes a day, and I still haven't gotten around to it. So yeah, so let's look at the sun fuzz, right? And then we'll talk after about, is it worth it? Is it worth the money? The money. Oh, look at this thing, man. This thing comes with a big old book. Look at that. Wow. All about it. Instruction guide inside. Oh, look at that. So they tell you what stuff you should buy at Stu Mac to make this a simple process. Right? So that's the thing I was talking about, that little circuit board holder. Yeah. Some wrenches, some snippers. I've got everything except for that. I don't have that little holder, but I have the helping hands. Oh. And then we got the Robbie Stingle specials. One second. Set this down here. Oh. We got the Robbie Stingle specials. The glasses, the magnifying glass or optivisor. And then you've got, of course, your various soldering aids. Look like dental stuff. And then you got your multimeter. I got that. I've got a few of these kinds of little things from the dentist. And then the one thing I don't see here that I think you should have is a soldering sucker. If you do a blob or something wrong or whatever, you want to be able to suck it up. So you should get a solder sucker. You don't have one of those, right? And then now you have all the parts listed out. And I think someone in the chat who was saying that you should test each circuit before you start building, because if there's a bad one, you won't know what's messed up. So you might want to test each thing before with the multimeter, right? Before you actually solder it to your board. And then be careful about overheating, you know. Gotta get the right temperature. I highly suggest, like I think Phil McKnight suggested, getting one that you can adjust the temperature on and has a temperature gauge. So I bought mine on Amazon and bought some cheap Chinese thing, but they're all made in China. I mean, almost everything is soldered in China now anyway. And then they have a step-by-step in here, but I highly suggest not only reading it through first, but afterwards, you know, watch one of these videos and take notes on what you ought to do differently, because certain things and certain steps might be different than the way they put it here. You might want to do it differently, like what Andy, the geek guitar dude. Watch this video because I learned a lot just watching that. Right. And then there's a really good tip he had about, you know, maybe don't stick your stickers or do your artwork on the pedal like I am, because I sent it to Amanda because she knows what she's doing. Do the artwork after you've tried the pedal, the knobs and stuff in their place, like place them there and maybe mark it or something, because you don't want to have the like letters or words or whatever hidden by the knob. You got to have it away from the hole enough, right? So it comes with really nice detailed instructions on this one. So I'm kind of glad that at least this one StewMac kit came with all this stuff in this little booklet here. Really helpful, right? And then you've got your diodes or your LEDs or whatever for your lights and stuff, and then your final connections here for your input jack. I say every jack is an input jack because you're sticking something in it. You're inputting into it. I don't care what's coming out, what direction the flow of the electricity is, blah, 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 blah. See? And they actually send you little stickers. If you put them too close to the hole, like what Andy did, it's going to be partially covered by your knobs. If your knobs are too big. Hey, Alice Martinez. What's happening? Let me swerve over here and go. Oh, tried to get you, but then I moved up. So, yeah. Oh, I can show you guys that. Let me show you guys that. So, like in this case, you get the sticker that says Sun Face if you want to use their sticker. And then you got your, you know. And you stick this on over the colored portion of it, and then you clear coat over that, supposedly. Right? So, yeah, this fuzz, the fuzz is probably the easiest, right? Look how simple. It's got, I could count them just looking at this, probably 12 parts here, and that's it, right? That's like super simple compared to like the delay. The Limón delay is going to be the most, you know, tricky one. Yeah. But yeah, really cool that this one came with the book, and yeah, everything's in here. We got to test everything and then put it together. So I lied in my Suyu would say when she's like says something that's not correct. She says I lied, and I'm like, you're not lying. Lying is when you purposefully don't say something about whatever it is you think was the truth. You just misspoke. I do a lot of misspokenness anyway, but I also got 2 other builds. So I lied in that I only had StewMac. I actually have the BYOC Effects Build Your Own Clone Analog Chorus Kit. So this chorus kit is going to be the, which one's going to be the chorus? So we got the Limón delay. We got the Maximus Tremelo. We got the, Indigo, because Indigo is blue and chorus is usually blue, right? Let me grab a chorus that I have here. Show you what I'm talking about. That's right, baby. It's one of D. best choruses you can get. The MXR chorus is blue. So chorus is typically blue, right? So we're going to do the Indigo chorus pedal, right? So we got the chorus from Build Your Own Clone. Yeah, and then I couldn't remember. Did I buy a tremolo pedal? Well, I bought another one. So I have two tremolos now. Oh, and this one has a bunch of these fluted, kind of vintage colored, cream colored, vintage colored fluted mini knobs. I thought if I can't get the chicken head knobs, all of them will have matching knobs, and they'll all be these mini cream. Let me get a good shot of this. These mini cream fluted knobs. I like the mini better because you don't need a big knob on your pedal, because if they're too close to each other and they're fat, it's hard to turn them, right? Whereas if you have the minis, you can just grab them, right? Or you can also get, where did I put that thing? Right up here. You can get one of these in place of a knob. Let's say it's a speed control or a depth control. You can put one of these, and that way you can use your foot. This is made by the Wingman company, the Wing Nuts, as Johnny would call it, but Wingman, right? So I got one on my, this one's a glow in the dark version, by the way. The Soul Vibe. So that one's really cool. You just step on it and turn, right? You change your speed on your Vibe rotary simulator, right? They're really kind of handy, and you could even probably grind those down or file them down or cut them down a little bit smaller if you don't want them to be so wide. Hey, Metalhead Hippies in the house. What's up, dude? Dwight Bailey also in the house. What's up? Yeah, man, but this brown-faced harmonic tremolo kit was just 60-something bucks plus a couple other items, right? And from Build Your Own Clone, right? So another really good, made in the USA, I guess, buy it from the USA clone company. So I got the harmonic tremolo. What else did I get? Which one is this? Does it say in here? I just can't recall which ones did I buy. I bought two. So I got a harmonic tremolo and where's the other? Oh, it's not on here. Well, I think it's the chorus, right? Oh, it's written right on there. I'm so duh. So I guess whatever the brown face harmonic tremolo kit. So brown faced. What does that mean? They describe the brown face thing. And then this, of course, is my analog chorus kit. And then I got a whole bunch of those fluted knobs from Build Your Own Clone. There's another one in the United Kingdom, if it's still a kingdom. I don't think it is. I think it's a parliamentary democracy of sorts, right? But basically, yeah, you've got that company that's called Jed's Peds, JEDS, Jed's Peds, who also sells some really good ones, but they didn't have what I wanted. Hey, Michael, check out Michael's channel, you guys. He's been playing up some cool tunes, man. The acoustic lounge. A little makeup. Wake up and put on a little makeup. That's funny. Yeah, that's in a song, I think. Isn't that Dolly Parton? Dun, 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 dun. Working 9 to 5. Wake up, put on a little makeup. Something like that. Maybe I'm just making stuff up again. So those are the pedal builds. So let me take a bite of some. This is what my sweetie made for breakfast. At least part of the breakfast. These are fried, not bananas. Looks like bananas, right? Plátanos fritos. So good. Oh my god. Man, that's amazing. I'm already an hour over the show, but I started late, so. Hey, anyone that's got a channel here, go to their channel and click and subscribe. Just do it. Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much, Martin or Lucas. I think Martin, right? System of a Down. Dude, I love SOD, man. That drummer. Holy mackerel. That guy's amazing. Yeah. Anyway, oops. Oh, let's hide that. So, only one speaker this morning. Too much Saturday night. Oh, Rock Daddy and you guys are chatting. Hey, Rock Daddy, what's up? Rock Daddy, yeah, you're subscribed. Subscribe to everybody. Everybody subscribe to each other. Do the refresh and then go out, subscribe, and come back. And then I'll get more views. It's a cheating way of getting more views on a video. But doesn't like playtime, like how long are you watching or how long are you in a video? Like if you're watching or if you're part of viewing a video for a longer period of time, isn't that like good for your channel? Because some people only get like the first 30 seconds and then they're gone. That's why, TikTok is winning the game now. I heard from my nephew who knows his stuff when it comes to high tech and what's the next thing, that TikTok is killing it and they're actually being used more. YouTube and TikTok and things like this new AI thing are being used more for more lookups than Google. And I think that's why Google bought YouTube back when they bought it, because they knew this was going to be the next way forward. Yeah, right on, dude. Rock on. Dwight Bailey, man. Go check out Dwight, the Hitman Bailey. Boom. That's right. We got Metalhead Hippie, of course, in the house. Boom. Watch his show tonight, you guys. I hopefully will have time, but usually I just try to catch up on this stuff. Should I sing a song for you, Mike? I see. The thing is I never got into singing, so I don't know any songs. But what could I sing? I could probably sing something like, "Last night I met a dancer. She was dancing on the floor." Right? That Billy Idol level. Da 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 da. Look out! I can do that kind of James Brown. I can do that. Might be able to do blues, right? I don't know. Thanks, Mike. I think I have some talent. I had a friend of mine once tell me recently, Laz, you're not smart. You're just talented. I think he was right. Like, I'm not doing this YouTube thing smart. I'm not going after the money or trying to find a way to, I should, right? I mean, but slowly I'm getting this room set up. I've got the drums set up now. Last time I did a walk around and it was really fast and wavy. Should I do it again, but slow, so you guys can really see everything? Right? Let's do that. But before we do that, we'll end with that. Before we do that, let's just say a couple things about the pedal build. The question at hand: is it worth it? Is Stu Max pedals worth the money? 60, 70, 80 bucks a pop, right? And then you got to put all that work into it. You got to go buy the paint. Hopefully that works out. And, is it worth doing it? I think so. And I'll tell you why. Hold on, let me see. Where's this got to be some kind of like a happy face kind of thing. Yeah, for Stu Mac, it's like that, right? Right? They're making money off this stuff. It's great. But I believe that this is the right word for it, the right sound for it. It's worth it. Because it's fun, man. It like, you can say you did it. Yeah, see, Han Solo says, I would rather be playing. And I agree. But I'm 56, dude. Not that, the drum solo at Guitar Center. Dude, I was just messing around. If I really thought a little more about it, and really put a real, like a real drum solo, that would have been cool. Like to do a real, like, 1980s version drum solo, like by, Vinny Appice or something like that, right? Those were the days, man. Drum solo days. Yeah, there wasn't a concert that they did not do a drum solo. When they did Scorpions show, there was a drum solo, and dang, that guy. Whoa, man. Anyway, but they were doing stuff back then to that. kept them going through the show. That today is probably not a good idea. Yeah, tonight. Yeah, check this out. Metalhead Hippie is posting it up. Yes, sirree. Just keep an eye on the live chat. Check out the Metalhead Hippie show tonight. 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Standard Western here, Pacific time. And then whatever else time it is where you are, that would be like, 5 a.m. for Martin and Lucas. You can wake up 5 a.m. on a Monday. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Steve Franklin. There you go, man. That's another band that I've never seen live. I need to find a way to see them live before I never get another chance to see them live. And like these guys right here. Right here, these three guys right here. You know who these guys are? Stuart Copeland, Andy Summers, Sting. I never saw the Police, and they were one of my ultimate favorite bands. And I love Styx, and I've seen Styx like 5 times. But they always had a show when I was able to go. And whenever there was a show for like when they did their reunification or they came back together thing, tickets were so expensive, but I should have still went. Thanks, Rock Daddy. Yeah, I love drums too, and I'm not as bad on guitar as it might seem. When I'm really in the groove and playing, some of you guys have heard I can play. But when you're sitting next to Johnny B and he's going and you're just like, oh, okay, I can't do that, so I'm just gonna go ding 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 ding. Anyway, but yeah, I can play drums. Yeah, I will, dude. What I'm planning to do in the future is do a lot of like, not per se live stuff in here, but I plan to have. I've got the mics and the mic. I've got everything to do this live in here, even though it's a small room. We could still probably control the volume, because I've got the right equipment to do all that. Control the volume, and I've got even the direct. I've got the cab and the captor, so I can go into the interface and just control everything and control the volume perfectly to create like a perfect live set and play stuff in here live. And my dream, of course, is to have friends like Johnny and Octopuseers and others come in here and we do some music, right? And then Metalhead Hippie will finally be happy because I will give him some music to put up on his show. Yeah. Oh man, Steve Franklin, I'm jealous. Yeah, I'm jealous. Yeah. I saw so many concerts though when I was a teenager. I had a stack of like, when people used to go skiing, they'd have their skiing passes for the year and they'd show off who had the thickest stack. I had a stack of concert tickets like that from my teenage years. All that's gone, man. I don't even know where. I used to have this chest. People would get one of them like steamer trunk chest kind of things. So that was a cool thing to have to keep all your memorabilia in. All gone. All this stuff was gone. My last year of high school and my last year in Colorado was a horrible year in many ways. It was great, but also very horrible. So I lost a lot of that stuff. When I moved back to California, I came back with practically nothing, and I just wanted to start life over again. Yeah, but yeah, that would be great, right? With Johnny, whoever, my brother Andy, he can play and he can sing too. Like lower voice kind of stuff. My brother John is trying. My sister Monica is an amazing drummer, but she quit playing really. But she used to be on a band called Soulless Demise with her boyfriend Tom, who's an ESP. He might still be on their website. Tom Eaton, Eaton, Tom Eaton, bassist for Hands of Fire and other like metal bands, thrash metal bands. So she was on a band with him. That's how they got to know each other. Now they're broken up, but he got me into NAMM 2019. That's how I first got into NAMM. But since then, I found a way to weasel in now, except 2020. I was supposed to go with him, but then he wasn't allowed to bring anyone. And then what happened is I just fake went to NAMM. I crashed NAMM, and I even wore my previous year's NAMM paraphernalia. And I tried to sneak in one of the doorways, but they were IDing everyone at every entrance. And I'm like, damn. Even the last day, I thought I'd be able to get in, no. So I couldn't get in. But I met up with Mike, met up with Johnny, met up with a bunch of other people, 2029 Ban Coombs, and I met up with Sean Pierce Johnson, JJ James. That dude, JJ's House of Jams. He's going through some stuff right now, family things with his daughter. Unfortunately, she's had a relapse of some medical concerns that are really serious, and I hope they're going to be okay. But his band, Star Zero, man, they're going to be playing at the Whiskey in a couple weeks. I'm going to go catch that and then visit my dad down there now that he's living down there. And I'm hoping he's going to be okay and everything's going to work out all right. But, it could be really scary when this kind of stuff happens, you know. But I've never seen Van Halen live, and that's another thing that's crazy. Is I was in the parking lot. Tickets were locked in my cousin's friend's car that he came out of, and had my ticket, and he wanted to continue partying before the show, and they already left and locked the tickets in their car, and he's like, "Oh, duh," and I'm like, I wanted to break the window and get in catch, because this is like early '90s, Sammy with them right at the height of their just killer rockin', Van Halen-ness. And I never got into this whole Van Hagar hate kind of, Dave stuff. I think that was really stupid and really turned me off to be honest. That turned me off to Van Halen a little bit then. Because I was kind of like, oh, come on, man. Sammy liked to play that, push the envelope with that stuff, But the bottom line is, it was a different kind of sound with Sammy, but they were great, but different kind of sound, different kind of time. Yeah, Ryan, I'm sorry to say. Yeah, yeah. Right around Christmas, man. And really, really sucks. But yeah, check out the House of Jams YouTube and Metalhead Hippie. If you can find it, post up anything you have on Star Zero. This is what they're banned. They're on Facebook too. And they're going to be releasing another single. They've released 2 so far. They're charting really well so far. Really, really doing well all around, the U.S. and the world too. But they're calling it now new grunge, right? New grunge, like new metal, new grunge. Yeah, man. So super, super cool. Am I not up on Facebook right now? I might not be. I might have started too late. It's possible, right? Well, anyway, because normally it would post to both, and it's not showing. Yeah, I probably started too late for Facebook today. Darn. Oh wow, 1984, Mike Olson. Wow. So back to the topic of pedal build or not. All right. There's a million pedal builders out there building pedals, and there's so many different styles and types of pedals. But just like how I got into doing the guitar build stuff, it's just another part of the experience, right? I've always, hey, there he is, Ryan. I was calling your name out earlier, and you must have felt it in the force. Saying hi to everybody. Oh, no notification on YouTube. What? That's because I started the show late, but I did actually post the show at like 9:15. So I was putting it together in the morning because I've been so busy. Like last night too, I was all day yesterday doing stuff around the house and whatnot, around the property that I manage and stuff. And then last second make lunch and then take off for the Hungarian folk dancing event that I was part of. So if you're in my Laszlo Lengyel Facebook page, not my music therapy, you will see that. But I don't post that kind of stuff on music therapy page. That's music therapy related music stuff. But the other one, I'll friend you if you want to friend me on there, is more my family and personal friends page and stuff. Bottom line is that I had a great time last night, even though my menisci or meniscuses and my 2 knees are still hurting from the Hungarian dancing last night. It was a lot of fun. Hey, hip metal works. And the music too is great. The folk music. The band that came down from Seattle and Vancouver, they're a band that gets together and plays. The primas, as they call it in Hungary, the prima donna, the primas violin player was the leader of the Hungarian folk ensembles musical band for 7 years. And if you ever looked up any of this kind of stuff, that's like being the head of the Bolshoi ballet. He was like the guy who ran that music for the Hungarian folk dance music group in Hungary, the national one. So that's the tippity toppity top of the best top of what you could be when it comes to a violinist and arranger and musical stylist and player, and knowing all the styles of all the different regions and being able to play their music. And the guy is amazing. Was it rigged? Last night's giveaway to what's the guy's name? The guy in Colorado. Anyway, something about snow. I forget. Hold on a sec. I gotta. I had to mute myself for a second. Anyway, yeah. All right. So I guess these are emojis that we can't see on. But oh, I see it over here. Oh, okay. The Turkish drinking thing. Okay, I see. All right. Yeah, on YouTube here. You guys are throwing out the faces. Snow Lancer. Thank you, Robbie. Snow Lancer. All right, that's his name. Yeah, right on, man. Yeah, check that out too, you guys. Watch this on YouTube, whatever that is. So 78. Oh, Guitar Man, dude. Everyone's jealous of you right now, right? Wow. Yeah, at Cabo. Sabbath. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that Sabbath had a hard time coming on after them. Yeah. You happen to have a Kramer special laying around. How about that? Well, send it to Robbie, and Robbie, you can like do your sharpen your axe version of it and send it to me. Yeah, Snow Lancer Laz winning. All right, so back to the topic, and let's finish it off. So I think it is worth it to do one of these pedal builds. If you have the time, which I don't, but I still want to do it. I do these things. I bring all these like things upon myself that I want to do, and I don't have time for it, but I still want to do them. So I'll find a way to make it happen, right? You might take it apart and just leave it. Well, you could. I do that all the time. I got like 4 guitars in here like that. But I will put it back together. I will. I promise. So, wow. See, 5150, man. Yeah. Wow. Damn. BTO opening. Wow. What is BTO? Something Bachman, something overdrive, right? From Canada. Oh, in Ohio. Yeah. Bachman Turner overdrive, something like that, right? Bachman Turner overdrive. Those, that's like a killer old school, rock band from Canada, right? Bachman Turner overdrive, yeah. Yeah, Martin. So it is you, Martin. No, I'm not gonna leave it all to you, but dude, we're gonna have too much fun sightseeing and stuff. But we gotta at least do 1 or 2 videos where we're doing something up in the room, right? Yeah, Bachman Turner. That's what it is. Bachman Turner overdrive, right? Yeah. Yeah. Right. You guys are laughing at me. Yeah. Thank you, Ryan. See, I got it right. Didn't I get it right? I got it right in the end. Right into the end. Anyway. Oh, my sense of humor sometimes is pretty weird. Anyway, but yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it's cool. Yeah, I'm taking care of the Fernandez. It's sitting right over there. It's nice and fine right now. I just still have to work on things. I decided to fret file down the frets to level and hope that it's still playable. And if it's not, then I'm gonna take it to have it refretted. So that's why it's gonna stay in pieces until I get around to that. Hopefully it works. But yeah, otherwise the Beck build is going to come after the striping of that. I'll probably stripe that this next week. Should be fun. And as I showed some people, I figured out a way where I can peel the tape off the roll, lay it on maybe some parchment paper over this cutting board, slice it perfectly with a straight edge, so I get the right sizes of tape for the guitar, and hopefully it looks good on there. Hopefully it looks good. The big question is, I originally thought I'd do the yellow in place of the black and do the blue in place of the white, but I'm wondering if I'm thinking wrong. Should I swap? But I think I'm going to stick to my original idea. The yellow is going to be, what am I saying? So there's 2 colors on the 5150, right? Let me see. Well, 3. to be perfectly accurate. Let's see, screenshots. I think I have a screenshot of the green one that what's his name did. Rob Johnson. He did a green one and a blue one. And I screenshotted it. There we go. So he did the white over the green with the black stripes, and on the headstock, right? So what I was thinking is to do what the white stripes are here would be the blue, and what the black stripes would be the yellow. But I'm thinking I've got that backwards. I'm thinking maybe what I should do. So what I should do is do the yellow for the white and do the blue for the black. Right? Don't you think? And then that way the Kramer logo will be visible on the yellow stripe. And then the logo, instead of the star being green, because I can't find the green 5150 anywhere. I'm wondering if he made his own. I might just get the red, because like Johnny says, dude, your guitar has a red kill switch. So put the star around that, and then have your 5150 red, and on the headstock have the red star, and it's your own thing. Right? So I might do it like that. But let's see what a real what does a 5150 look like? Let's Google it. EVH 5150 guitar. So here's the official Stripe Series 1, maybe, or where is this? Yeah. The official Stripe Series 1. Right? And so what I'm thinking is maybe, let's see if they show the headstock on the face of the headstock. Yeah. Maybe I should go with the yellow in place of the white, and then get more of the blue pinstripes, right? And to use the blue in place of the black. I think it'll be the right contrast in color with the green, and then just stick with the red. So I still have to order a 5150 sticker set, and I have to order some more of the pinstriping in the correct size. Because right now what I have, I'll show you what I have. This is my perfectionism going crazy and getting in the way of everything, right? So, pedals in the way. So what I have are these three sizes here. I've got 3/4, 3/4, and quarter, or 3/16, right? No, it's 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, and 1/4 inch. The other reason why I'm thinking to go that way is I don't know if you notice, but I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed that the blues are not identically the same hue of blue. I don't know if this, see from that angle, you could see it. One's more almost like a Miami blue, and one's more of a pastel kind of blue. And they're not exactly a match. So I'm a little concerned, Now, the other thing I can do is, instead of even ordering anymore, I just slice it off of here. There's enough. It's like 36 feet of this stuff. So there's enough of both the blue and the yellow in the 3/4, and I can just cut it to the 1/2 inch, to the 3/16, to the whatever size, 1/8 inch, or whatever I need to make it exact. So I don't order any, and I just order the red and the red, reflective sticker stuff. Hey, all day, all night, what's up? So I think I'll do that. That way we can get this underway, right? We got to get this underway. We got to get her done. So, yeah, Miami Vice Blue, right? If I buy a red guitar, can you paint it? Me? Well, what color do you want to paint it? If you buy it red. Oh, you mean paint it like do the stripes on it? I'm not a pro at that stuff, dude. So, I mean, I could do the shoot it with a can thing, you know. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. Definitely. I just didn't want to do it to that guitar because it's too valuable. It's a $1,200 guitar, you know, and if I mess it up spraying it, you know, but I could do that probably. Yeah. Yeah, if you want the but if you buy a red guitar and then you want the white stripes over it, that's tricky. So if you want it to be like a Frankenstrat like that, the last color you want to be spraying on there is the red. So really what you want is the white first underneath, then the black, right? I guess. Yeah. The black and then the red, right? Because then you peel away the stripes, right? Because the black and the white is underneath the red. That's how it goes, right? Is that how it's done? Because you do the white, then you do the black, right? And then you tape. How am I saying this? Yeah, and then you tape over where the white stripes are supposed to be, right? Those are going to be the pieces of tape or where those stripes are. And then you paint the red, and then that's where it is. Maybe the black. Yeah, I think it goes that way. Yeah. That's how you got to do it. That's how it is. Robbie, you probably. Oh, you 812. You've done one of these. You've done your own, right? I'm the only one on. That's why there's 34 people here, right? Yeah, right on. Thanks, Ryan. Anyway, go to Ryan's show. Ryan does a show too. Yeah, black. The black is last for the overspray. Ah, yeah, I think I've seen that done. So you have to like hold a piece of paper and you kind of let it like model building style, like I used to do for the overspray. Too complicated for Han. I could do it. I'm a very, very detail oriented person. I'll take my time on it, but don't send it anytime soon. I have too many other projects of my own right now. Yeah, that's funny. I'm confusing everyone, says R2. That's right. See, that's why I call this the mod squad, because you guys are the squad that know about the mods, and I just bring us together and try to come up with ways to do this. Hey, Laz, have you show that Friedman guitar? Yes, I have it right over here, dude. This thing is badass. You want the spaceship entrance? Okay, here we go. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I should have gotten rid of this. Dun 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 dun. I want to change the pick guard, and they said they can send me one, so I want to get a parchment, antique white parchment pick guard. And then I might change the knobs to black and the covers on the two front top ones, the neck and middle to black, because I want to make it my own. This thing is such a great guitar. And I'm planning to do my Jeff Beck this way. I'm going to just gunstock oil the neck, finish it in satin on the back and the front, right? Just like Friedman does it. But none of this stuff here. Because unlike these vintage tuners, I'm going to have style tuners. I'm going to have these Spurzell locking tuners on there, and no string tree necessary. Anyway, how did that go? I suck. Anyway, use a product called Good Stuff. All right. I normally use a product made by a company called Mohawk. Very good stuff, by the way. End of year. All right, we can do it. Let's do it. End of year. And then when I come down to visit my dad, I drop it off to you because you're nearby in the LA area, right? So my dad's living in no, Steve Franklin says, no, leave it. It's a classic. All right, I'll leave it. I have enough projects as it is, right? Yeah. Symmetry, of course. We know what you're doing right now. Yeah, maybe I should just leave it alone, right? And this one is signed, previously owned by and signed by Philip McKnight, right in there. He sold it to Dane and at Zim's Guitars, and I bought it from Dane. He gave me a really good price. He made his money, but he gave me a good price. But yeah, it's the surf green. Very road worn. More like completely worn out, you know. Really, really nice guitar. What I really need to do is start playing it more and wear the pick guard out so it looks road worn, because the pick guard looks too new. I mean, it's scuffed up a little bit, you know. It's got scuffage, but yeah. They did a great. This was in 2019 when this one was built. So, you know, Jackson was there. He was actually in the house, if not working on them, overseeing. I haven't tuned this in forever. One of my originals. I'll write it for you, Metalhead Hippie. One day, I'm going to put up so much music, you're not going to know what to do with it. All right, so anyway, that's the show, I think. Yeah, a lot of the other free they had. I saw so many cool ones. 2019 NAMM when I first went to NAMM, I was hanging out at that booth more than any other booth. That section had the Matthews effects there. Steve Vai was doing a thing inside the glassed-in room where they had what do they call the synergy system stuff he was messing with when they were first doing it. Yeah, Metalhead Hippie's like, sure. And I love you too, Hippie. You rock. Yeah, Steve, dude, that's why I got that right there. The logo's not with it, so the legacy logo is oh dang. Here we go. Can you see it? There you go. Yeah, the big legacy logo is missing off the middle of it there. But yeah, it's the Steve Vai head. Yeah. Staggered tuners have the strings lower on the thinner strings, which gives it enough break angle. Exactly. And that's why I got the staggered Spurzell tuners, and that's why Jeff Beck uses them. And if you look at the Jeff Beck signature with the roller nut, there are no tuning extra things to get in the way to mess up your tuning string trees, right? That's a good one. Yeah, I can't dime any of this stuff in here unless I dime it with it attenuated, which is why I have the captor and the cab. So that's what that's all for. But yeah, so anyway, that's the show, you guys. I hope you had fun. I hope I answered your question. If you had the same question, is it worth it building your own pedals? If you've got the time, you got the patience. Some people like, Han 36 Solos, like, I'd rather be playing. And Johnny Bean's like that too. Johnny Bean's like, dudes, I built guitars when I worked at that Fat Dog's place. I've been there and done that. It's not my thing. I'd rather be playing. And I love to play too, but I also like to tinker and build stuff. I'm a maker. I like making things. So I couldn't stand a desk job and working in an office, even though that was cool. And the camaraderie and all that was great. I really like making things and building things and putting things together. Ever since I was a kid, I was really into that. And even if it's not like I want to do that all the time, but just to know how to do it and just to do it. Eddie was like that. Eddie Van Halen was like that. Brian May built his own guitar with his dad because he realized that if I wanted to do what I wanted to do, I got to build it. And so eventually I'm going to build my own guitars, It's not going to be like Badlands where, people sell out 50 in 3 days of a $2,500 guitar dreamed up by some super awesome dudes. But it might be cool, right? Yeah. Yeah, you have no time for that either, dude. You know what I have right up in the corner right up there? Let me show you. We'll end on that. Do you see that? Do you see what that is? All right, let me pull off those picks off the guitars like I promised, and I'll grab that off the wall so you guys can see my madness. So let's grab the picks here first. We got this one, we got that one, we got this one, we got that one. Oops. It's another reason why I want to get those guitar hangers on the wall, because if it bounces back and forth, they'll hit the soft padding of my guitar hangers. I bought this when I was in Hungary recently. Yeah, Mavericks F14A Tomcat. And I've been watching videos on how to do it so it looks even more realistic, right? But I bought this when I was in Hungary because I saw it there for like roughly 50. No, how much was it? It was roughly about $35. I think that's what they go for around here too, but I can't find one around here. So, all right, so we'll end the show with these. Focus. Hold on. All right. There you go. M for Mammoth. And believe it or not, what gauge do you think he plays? Point what? Hey, what's up? Nelson Rodriguez. 0.60. That's right. 60s. So here's one of the black ones. This one looks like it's been played a little bit, but not really, I don't think. All right. Mammoth. And then you have this one that looks like he definitely used in a show. Because the guy said he never used to play. He never played with them. So, Wolf Van Halen held and played this pick. So I'm so psyched to have it. Super cool, right? And then there's this really cool gold one. Right, on the other side. .316 Van Halen. So this must have been one of his picks when he played with Van Halen. Maybe? Has to be, right? So I got a Wolf Van Halen pick and a Wolf Van Halen Mammoth picks. Three of those. One white, two black. Wolf WVH, Mammoth WVH picks. And I might do a giveaway of one of the black ones, but not today. This show's gone on too long already as it is. So maybe on a special occasion, maybe on his birthday, right? Maybe on Wolf's birthday. That's what we'll do. We'll give away the black one that hasn't been used because I want to keep the used one. Yeah, I know about that, Robbie. But then you can't sing at the same time, and we want to hear you singing too, man. So yeah, you gotta, how can you sing and play at the same time? Unless you use the pickup as your microphone. Get a really microphonic pick set and go crazy. Oh, that was Greg Kinn's type of pick too. Right on. Did he play a 60 mil thickness? Is that 0.60 or is that 0.60 inches? Anyway, used to use some glass picks. Oh, that's really cool. I haven't tried that yet. I know that Steve from Boston's been really crazy about all these funky, fat, thick stone and those plexiglassy kind of weird like fiber and other kinds of stuff inside of it, picks and glass, plexiglass and probably epoxy picks and stuff. Those are probably really, really cool to try out, right? I know, LNM. Martin, you have to know I'm kidding. But you do know. Yeah, way too much noise that way. So the show has gone about 2 hours past its normal time. Go check out my buddy Pete Thorne after this show if Ryan isn't doing a show. Ryan, are you doing a show? Keep it glassy with your glassy picks. Anyway, right on. Oh yeah, I lose a lot of stuff, but I got to try to hang on to that. I have a special little box where I keep these, but right now I'm hanging them on the guitar. But it's probably not a good idea because they'll probably slip and fall in between the crack behind the amps, and they'll melt from the heat of the amps, or something like that'll happen. So I should probably put them in my special little pick holding box, which used to be a jewelry case that my wife had. Now she's got a bigger one, and so I have this little jewelry case, and I keep all my picks in there. So, oh, he's not on till later. Is he like touring? Is he on tour? So, yeah, dudes, if Ryan here has a show, go check that out, or watch some of my old shows. And like I say in my description, if you get really bored, you have nothing else to do, go to my playlist and check out a bunch of my shows. I even do cooking with Roxy there, where I'm like doing how to cook some Hungarian chicken paprikash or palacinta, which is what do they call it? I keep wanting to say flan. It's not flan. It's old man brain. Forget it. Anyway, there used to be a place called Magic Pan, and that's how somehow I went to flan, which is not what it is, but it's crepes. Crepes. Yes. Anyway. Okay, the Torlon plectrum. They are so good. All right, I'll try one, Nelson. Send me a link. Where do I find Torlon? I'll have to remember that. Torlon. Dude, there is no link for pumpkin pie. I'd have to find it. Where's my phone? Where did I put my phone down? I can find the link. If you want the link. Are you kidding, or do you really want to know? All right, let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Playlists. All right, I'll just put, you know what if you search on Music Therapy Laz, you search pumpkin pie. Music Therapy Laz. There She Blows, Thanksgiving Special, Episode 1. I think that's the pumpkin pie making one. Oh, yeah, I think it is. This is one of the early versions. All right. Oh, no, this is not the pumpkin pie one. This is my pumpkin seeds, roasted pumpkin seeds. Well, you know what? I'm going to share that to you guys. Okay, let me put that in here. Let me see if I could find the other one. Oops. Pumpkin pie. You know what? I think I did that. Yeah, I must have done that. Must have done that. Music Therapy Laz. Pie. Let's just put pie, see what pops up. No. What other kind of pie might show up? Let's see. Thanksgiving. It was probably some kind of live hang thing, right? Well, that was 2 years ago, so that couldn't have been it. See, I should name these things properly. Live stream. Thanksgiving with Roxy live stream. No. It had to be something to do with. Yeah, but there's somewhere I'm cooking with Roxy. She was the best. Wow. Where did I do that one? All right, well, I'll put up the pumpkin seed one. That's what I'm going to have to do. Here, into the chat. Here's the pumpkin seed one. So that's like a Thanksgiving thing with Roxy like 2 years ago. But yeah, if I could find the other one. Damn, I can't believe I can't just search pumpkin pie. It's a Bobby Flay. Let me put Music Therapy Laz Bobby Flay pumpkin pie. Pumpkin, dude. Black Friday deal. Why is Black Friday deals popping up? Man, and I did that live streaming too. And it was so good, dude. Oh, I want to make another one now. I have some canned pumpkin pie puree. I could probably make it again. Why is it not showing up? All right, you know what? I'm going to try just without the Music Therapy Laz. Just going to put Bobby Flay, Cinnamon Crunch, no Bobby Flay, pumpkin pie. Come on, dang it. Why does it do this? Suburban. Bobby Flay, pumpkin pie. Bourbon. Whipped cream. That's the best part. The Bobby Flay bourbon whipped cream pumpkin pie. Yeah, it's not coming up, man. You know what? Let me just go to this one that I did with Roxy. And I wonder if it's in the description. Instagram here, Facebook there. No, that's an old one. Don't even have the recipe up there. Anyway, maybe I have to do it again, right? But if I do go into my show and I go, let's go to my show. Let's go to my channel. If I do find, let's say, you guys are probably already gone now, right? Let's say I go to my Music Therapy Laz show, my channel. Go to my channel. I go to playlists, and I go to, it's got to be live. Oh my God, so many videos. Oh my God. Cooking with Laz and Roxy, live streams. All right, let me go to live streams, and I'm just going to go down to sometime in, so I did live pumpkin carving. Just a short hang, demo show, guitar mod squad, pumpkin carving. Did I do it when I did the pumpkin carving too? Couldn't have. Rockmas. It couldn't be during Rockmas. Maybe it was. I'm not finding it. Sort this by newest to oldest. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. And I wish I would date everything. See, that would make things easier. This is what the pros are better at this because they know what they're doing when it comes to. Yeah, see, the pumpkin carving was with Martin, who won a strap for pumpkin carving with me. Yeah, I did this one with Johnny where I carved the pumpkin with Johnny. But did I do a pumpkin pie that day too? Can't remember. Probably not. All right, you guys, I owe you guys a pumpkin pie cooking video with Limón, who's now eating everything that we have out on the table. So he's attacking all of our food now. So for a while, he was not doing any of that. Now he's totally going after it. So, yeah, maybe we can do a pumpkin pie making episode just for you guys. I'll do a video instead of a live stream. That way it's more, together. Oh, you already found it? Oh, God. All right. That's so funny. I should pay attention to... it was on Johnny's show. Oh, that's why. Oh, that's right. I think it was one of his Friday night shows with Robbie and other people or something, or Amanda. Amanda was like going, "Oh my God, what's happening?" Because I was doing the massaging with the tennis ball massager trick that I found out from my yeah. Oh, here's a pic of the Les Paul. Oh, okay. Let's check it out, dude. View, add. Okay, I'm adding you as a friend now, Rob, and now I got to look at the message. Why does it say if you reply, Rob, I will also be able to call you and see you and blah blah blah. Okay. Hey man. All right, so hopefully I can see the picture. This says, "Hey Laz, here's a picture of the Epiphone Les Paul Special 2 slash. Send the picture again." I know everyone's screaming at me, Laz! I'm not even looking because I'm just retarded that way. Shouldn't say that word, but anyway. I'm not being smart. To Laz. All right. Anyway, yeah, we'll do a cooking thing. Okay, no more bongs for Laz. Yeah. Yeah, I stopped that stuff because, yeah. You know that commercial with this is your brain, and they put an egg in a frying pan, and they say this is your brain on drugs, and then they fry the egg. Okay, you guys already went and watched it. All right, good. So then maybe I'll do some other cooking thing. Maybe I'll do cooking. This is a really good little kind of like a snack, kind of like a little. It's like a biscuit, but in Hungarian it's called pogácsa. And for short they call it pogi, and they have like all different kinds of flavors of pogacha, with bacon, with cheese, with this, that, and the other thing. Pogacha is like a friend of mine's sister actually owned a place that was like a franchise business called Pogiház, which means Pogacha house. All right, man. Anyway, that's the end. No more cooking of eggs and brains. We'll see you guys on the next show on Thursday night for the gear and demo show. Well, where I'll, I guess, show gear. Like here I did showing gear instead of mod, but we're doing a pedal, so that's kind of mods in a way. I don't know. We talked about the mods. We'll do some stuff by then. And peace. Rock on. Don't forget that the secret to tone is in your mind, but the feel comes from your heart. Put them together with hands, fingers, toes, nubs, tongues. Steve Vai uses his breath and he goes and gets the harmonics to ring, right? Use whatever you can to play your instruments. Actually, maybe play more than I do. And Ryan says, I'm losing him. And rock on. And see you until next time, you guys. That's the end of the show. Rock on.